you know what, just another game for us where we just didn't play 40 minutes of our type of basketball where we were connected on both ends of the floor. I thought we battled to the end. I thought we gave up the lead. Then we put ourselves back in a position where we could have made the game interesting in the second half. Then had some missed opportunities. But, all in all, I just, I'm proud that our guys battled for 40 minutes, but I just want to see us, get better with all of the details, in particular our communication on the defensive end and just our focus defensively on our game plan. So, that's it. That's where I'm at.
Coach, as hard as difficult it is for you, I'm assuming you got to be hurting for your players. They're working hard. They're giving you what they have, but it's just not happening for them right now. I know you want them to be rewarded for their effort.
Yeah, I do. But at the same time, I understand that you get rewarded sometimes when you give the maximum effort and you put in the maximum focus and the maximum concentration. You know what I mean? And collectively, I don't think we did that today. So I want our guys to earn whatever they get, and today wasn't a game where I felt like we earned to win. I felt like Bucknell outplayed us on both sides, and I played a lot of my young guys, right? So I played Jack Clark a lot of minutes. Eddie Croswell played, extended minutes. Jameer Moultrie, played 21 minutes. He had a good game, and for those guys, I think today is a game where those guys will learn from, and it will help them earn it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Later on down the line. So I told our guys in the locker room, this is a part of our journey. We have to embrace this journey together. We're all going through it together, and we will be rewarded eventually. But God is going to make us earn this one.
Talking about the young players, you had 69 points from your two sophomores and freshmen, 69 points and 25 of your, I think, 43 rebounds. So, is that something, you're force-feeding these guys to get the experience. So does that give you something to see them perform like that for looking as they improve as the season goes on?
Honestly, our young guys are going to be great. And they just need to get the experience, right? And they're getting it. And our schedule is good, man. Like, Bucknell is a great team. I give a ton of credit to those guys. And these are all games that our guys are going to learn from. Jack Clark getting an opportunity to play 30-plus minutes in his second game of college. A lot of the mistakes that he made were just typical freshman mistakes that he has to learn from. He hasn't gone through it, and that's one of the reasons why we wanted to play him, because he said, yo, man, this dude will go through this experience, make mistakes this year, learn from them so that he can be a stud down the line. Ed Croswell, the same thing. And then when we get Jared Kimbrell back, same deal for him. We're very fortunate to have a talented front line, but with our front line, we don't have a senior that those guys compete against every single day. Like, if we had a Sestina on our team, those dudes would be getting battle tested every single day in practice. So for us, a lot of times, our guys are getting their battle testing in the game, and they're responding, they're playing well, and I think it's just going to make us better down the line.
Coach, you've been talking about Ed Croswell a little bit. He sat out the first 10 minutes of the second half. Did you see anything at halftime or anything with him coming out of the half that sat him out for a little while?
I think Eddie had a defensive lapse early in the second half, and I went away from him just so that we can get him refocused. And then he came back and was great. And also I wanted to give our 4-guard lineup a shot, because to start the half, Bucknell started the half on a run, and then we got in the hole. So I wanted to give us a chance to go smaller, play our guards, maybe create some scoring opportunities with the advantage that I felt like we could have had with our perimeter guys, and then on made baskets press, which I wanted to press with the 4-guard lineup and not Miles and Eddie out there. So that's why.
Okay.
There was one play. I don't know if it was a defensive miscommunication, but it was off an inbound. We kind of threw a football pass, and there was nobody on the other side of the court. Was that sort of a miscommunication, or what happened there?
Yeah, that was just a lack of focus on our guys, and we went out there. We said we were in one defensive scheme, and I don't remember who it was, but that one player was in the wrong scheme and didn't get matched up and left the guy deep for a shot. But when things like that happen, that's the entire team. It's not just one individual. It's the coaches, that's the players that are on the court. That was a play that you can't put on one person.
How much did you all think about possibly redshirting Jack, and what was the decision to not do that?
Well, we thought about it initially before he started going through his rehab process, and he did a good job, accelerating his rehab process, just doing everything that our medical staff asked him to do, and then he gradually got cleared to do more and more, and he was, from the time he got on campus, he was doing like individual skill work, right? And then once practice started, we worked him slowly up until the point where he was practicing live, and then we saw him, practicing live, like, yo, this dude can play. And initially we had talked about redshirting, and Jack said he wanted to play, and I thought that it would be good for him to get the opportunity to play this year, as opposed to sitting out pretty much 2 whole years, get some valuable in-game experience, playing, making mistakes, learning from them. And, he, myself, and his family, we made the decision that it would be best for him to get opportunity to play this year.
And he's got 30 points and 6 3-pointers in 2 games. He gets 21 tonight. That's a pretty good start.
Yeah, he looks like he's ready to play to me.
One last question for Coach.
You guys have Penn coming up on Saturday. What's the importance of having a short memory, especially after you guys shot 33% tonight?
Well, Penn is a great team. Coach Donahue has done a great job rebuilding that program. They're an NCAA tournament team, championship caliber opponent that's really going to test our attention to detail in terms of defending the scouting report. You have to have a quick memory in college basketball because the game's coming. We had a quick turnaround in today's game, and and with a young team, they're learning how to, have a short memory and then get ready to prepare for your next opponent. So, Penn is a great team. It's a great opportunity for us to get better versus a quality opponent. And, our guys will come back to practice tomorrow, and we'll prepare for the Quakers.